Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson, man. And the Dallas Cowboys had a heck of a finish against the Washington Commanders. I know that they lost. I know that they lost the game 23-19 to Marcus Mariota, and they lost into, a last game winning drive on the final seconds of the game. But the entire last drive, I was saying, on that 4th and 1, I said if you stop him, you get Siobhan Revelle Jr. I kept saying his freaking name wrong last time. I was tripping for that. And, that young kid out of East Carolina. I was thinking, okay, if we get this 4th and 1 stop, we might get him. We maybe might get Emeka. I think we possibly could have at around anywhere from 14 to 16. I was thinking possibly Ken Grant. I was thinking of like all the prospects that was going to be there if we had won this game anywhere between 14 and 16. Now, since we lost this game in dramatic fashion, that's how you tank, baby. That's how you tank. I'm really proud of what the Dallas Cowboys did. They finished the season 7-10. This game didn't matter for us. With the win today for the Commanders, they play the LA Rams possibly on a Saturday, and then the Philadelphia Eagles have to see the Green Bay Packers. Can the Green Bay Packers do what they did to us to the Philadelphia Eagles? They better do so. They better do. I hope and pray they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. If they beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs, first round, and Philadelphia's the 2nd seed, and they the 7th seed, well, we're going to be clowning on them boys. And they already played this year earlier in the year, the first game in Brazil on Friday, so they already have some, they already played against each other. They already have some tape that can, that's going to happen right now. So I'm going to read off some stats and talk about some performances today real quick, and then I'm going to still talk about draft positioning after this. Trey Lance was 20 of 34, 244 yards. He took 2 sacks today. That lost him 16 yards. That put him at 228 for his total. Rico Dowdle had 22 carries today, 72 yards with a touchdown. Deuce Vaughn had 6 carries for 37. Trey Lance had 6 of 26. Hunter Lepke was 3 of 15. Jalen Tolbert had 4 catches and 98 yards. Cavante had 3 catches, 53 yards. Jonathan Mingo was 2 catches and 24. Schoonmaker, 2 of 16. Brandon Cooks, 3 of 15. Ryan Flournoy, 2 of 14. I liked what Trey Lance was able to do in today's game. He still looked inexperienced, but that's what happens when, this is his 5th career start in almost, 3 years of his career, 4 years of his career, And then while I'm watching it right now, talking about draft positioning, we need the Colts to win. The Colts beat the Jaguars 26-23. Watching the Red Zone channel right now. So I'm talking about these games while they're up right now. So, that's been happening so far today. Again, I talk about Trey Lance. I was proud of Trey Lance today. He did sell that touchdown, that 4th and 1 right before the end of the first half. He escaped out of a potential sack, rolled out left, short-armed it to Rico Dowdle. He should have used his talented arm that he has and just zipped it. Or not even zip it, just put enough air on it for Rico to catch it. He was wide open. He could have caught it, man, and game would have been over. Not game would have been over, but hey, you would have got that touchdown. I think right now, they're celebrating in Tampa. Other than them winning the South, I think that Mike Evans got that record for 11 straight 1,000 yards freaking seasons. Proud of Mike Evans. That's the first ballot Hall of Famer right there, man. Super proud of him. I know everyone's in Tampa is on their feet right now. That's a hell of a player right there. Damn, I've been watching Mike Evans my entire life, but that's crazy. Dang, man. That's crazy. I'm glad, Bucks won and Mike Evans got his incentive and Mike Evans got his 1,000 yards, man. He freaking deserved it, man. I'm so proud of him. He got one. Finished season with 1,003 yards. By the skin of his teeth, he got it. He tied the longest streak all time of consecutive 1,000-yard seasons with Jerry Rice, man. And pray to God he stays healthy next season. He's probably going to surpass that record. So, yeah, that's going to be hella crazy. But anyway, still talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Again, Trey Lance could have had a better performance. But, hell, he looked a lot better than the last time we seen him. Even play in a regular season game in the 4th quarter against the Eagles. Looked way better in a first career start than he did in the preseason against the Los Angeles Chargers last preseason game of the year. So he looked a lot better. I was proud of him today. Jalen Tolbert I was really proud of as well. Special teams wise, we did a great job today. CJ Goodwin had a really good tackle. Maris Lufal, was very proud of Maris Lufal. He had a tackle for loss today. Secondary played. They played the best they could have today. I know that they were short some people, but it is what it is. So in terms of defensively, I was proud of Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons got a record today for himself. Uh, First, the only two players in NFL history to have 10 plus sacks in their first 4 seasons has been Reggie White and Micah Parsons. That's it. So, well, my bad. So, my bad. The 10 sacks that he got in the 4 seasons that he's played, I believe he's up there with like maybe 5 or 10 people. But I know that to have 12 sacks and 4 seasons has been Reggie White and Mike Parsons. That's another record that he also broke as well. So, there was a lot of incentives that were brought in today, a lot of records that were broken. I was glad that Trey Lance played. We're going to have some potential offseason talk soon. We're going to be talking about how, what should the Dallas Cowboys. So right now, checking Tankathon right now, I believe currently we sit at 12. All we need right now is the 49ers to beat the Cardinals. 49ers are starting Joshua Dobbs. So if the Niners go out and if they do get a win tonight versus the Arizona Cardinals, and that'll be doing us a huge favor. They'll be helping us out tremendously because, again, if you pick at 11, I think you might get burdened. I'm not entirely sure if you do get burdened, but I do think it's kind of possible considering who's in front of you. I think you can get burdened unless there's a team in the pre-draft process that falls in love with him. Like if the Raiders want to take Burden and Ted McMillan is taken off the board already by Carolina, or if Carolina wants to take Mason Graham or to pair it with Derrick Brown, or if they want Abdul Carter to replace Brian Burns, and they're potentially thinking about, taking either a defender or Luther Burden, hell, Ted McMillan might be available to you at 11, but it really depends because I do have 2 wide receivers going in the top 5 rounds. If you want to consider Travis Hunter or whatever they play him at, not wherever, but if they have him at wide receiver, you might have 3 quarterbacks, but who knows, So, again, a loss today puts the Cowboys at 12. 49ers are at 11 right now. We need the 49ers to beat the Arizona Cardinals for us to get the 11th pick. And with teams like Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants, New England, Jacksonville, Jets, Carolina, Vegas, New Orleans, Chicago, all picking in front of you to, right now as it currently stands, if you want to get you a playmaking wide receiver, it depends on what Carolina does, Vegas does. They have back-to-back picks. Carolina has 7, Vegas has 8. I think that's where potentially 2 wide receivers can potentially go. Genty can still go to 8 to Vegas. I believe all I'm saying at the end of the day, long story short, we're going to end up with a really good player. I was really proud today that we lost that game. We played a hell of a game, but we lost it. Doesn't matter. Commanders got their little scrub, little win. Don't matter. But they go play probably the Rams on Saturday. It's going to be a good game to watch. Let's see if the Commanders can try to get a playoff win. And let's hope that the Packers can ruin the Philadelphia Eagles' playoff chances and eliminate them in the first round. And they better play lasting out in the video on. Jordan Love and the Packers better play with that same intensity like they did the Dallas Cowboys last year. That's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.